So today in this episode, I want to go over one of the main relaxation techniques that Dr. Bates talked about in his book and his practice, which is, he called it palming, or using your hands to relax the eyes. Before we get started, so let's explain the position and the posture, just to make sure that we're all doing it correctly. And I encourage you to do it with me together today, so you can pause the video, make the arrangement that I'll be discussing, and then come back and palm with me. The first thing, I want to have my shoulders are straight on the back, don't have a tilted posture. And the second thing, I want the neck to be relaxed. I want to use my hands. If your hands are too cold, you can rub them together. What I like to do is actually to curl my fingers like that and just create some friction, just going back and forth for about 30 seconds. So this will just create more circulation to your palms or hands. The idea that we'll be using our hands today to cover the eyes, and when we cover the eyes, we should be relaxing the eyes. And I will be talking about the details while we're doing the palming, just to make the best out of our time. The idea came from using the hands is, let's take a look at any kid. If they fall down, if they hit their knee, the first thing they say, "Ow!" They put their hands on the area that they hit, just hoping that it will get better. It's a natural reaction. So Dr. Bates and other actually healing modalities use their hands to kind of transfer energy back to the area that needs some attention. So what we did right now is we heated our hands. We can even experiment by putting the hands together and see if this friction that we created is creating any repelling or attraction forces. It will take some people some time to get that feeling, but once you do it more often, you'll feel that there is some repelling or pushing forces between your hands, just because you created this friction. The first position you can do is while sitting down, and this is what I will be doing today. You can use your knees if you want to support your elbows, or what I like to do is you use a couple of pillows just to support my elbows. Make sure that the neck is not tilted, not like that. I don't want it to be tilted left or right or too much to the front. The back should be straight. So let me turn and show you. So when we palm, I don't want to be curling my spine. I want actually my spine to be flat and just use the entire back to be supported by the elbows. Another option, you can actually lie down, just like going to bed, and support your elbows with a pillow, and just to put your hands together. The other point I want to mention is the way that you put your hands is not flat. You need to create a little curve or a cup-like shape. Not too curvy, not too flat, just a little bit. The hands are designed to fit perfectly over the orbit of the eyes. We'll be touching the heel of the palm on the bottom side of the orbit. Okay, so you do left for left, right for right. The best way I found effective is to tilt your palm a little, like about a couple of degrees, maybe 45 degrees, so the fingers are on the forehead, and then we take the other hand and cross them together. You see, like I'm trying to just create one cup over the left eye, another cup over the right eye. And once you do that, I don't want you to squish your eyes. They should be relaxed. Everything should be relaxed. Your hands should be not stiff. It should be relaxed. And you should start feeling that most of the light is blocked. You can blink your eyes a little, so eyelids are not squished. While your eyes are open, make sure that the fingers are blocking most of the light. You don't have to block everything, but the more light you block, the easier this practice will become. The next step is to close the eyes while we're doing that, and then I'll explain to you. Let me put my pillows and we'll be back. So again, here are my pillows. I put a couple of pillows on my lap, and I'll put one elbow and then another elbow Just make sure everything there is relaxed. Again, the back is straight, and we do the first hand on the left eye, the second hand or the right hand on the right eye, and everything is relaxed. My neck is released, my back is straight, there's no tension. The next step is what we did with our eyes is we're blinking a little, we're not squishing our eyes, we're blocking most of the light, and then close your eyes and see if you can see black color, or are you seeing other colors. We're not going to do anything about the colors, just pay attention to it. So we talked about how our palms are gathering energy, and it can be transferred back to the eye where the optic nerve is, and the optic nerve usually takes the signal all the way back to the visual cortex in your brain. It's one of the largest nerves in our body, and this is a very easy and effective way to relax this visual cortex. Make sure the breathing is correct, so you're breathing deeply. The other thing that I want you to consider is, as if this heat energy that is generated by your palms are transferring back to the eye, to the optic nerve, and just making everything relaxed. The goal of this palming is relaxation. If you remember, the first principle that Dr. Bates talked about was relaxation, and palming is an effective way to achieve this relaxation. We haven't started doing anything with palming yet. We're just getting the posture correct, blocking the light, making sure the eyes are relaxed. I want the entire body to feel relaxed as well. It's a very good idea to relax the entire body. So going from your toes all the way to the head area, make sure that your feet are relaxed, knees are relaxed. There's no tension in any part of your body. Hips are relaxed. Going up to the chest, the elbows and the shoulders, the neck. My hands are relaxed, arms are relaxed, elbows are relaxed. What we mean by relaxed is nothing is stiff. You're not trying to force the posture. Just go with the position. And then going all the way to the eyes. If you remember, last time we talked about how the recti muscles, or those muscles surrounding the eyes, can be strained and they squish the eyeball. They make it elongated or short or twisted. So try to feel if you can relax those muscles surrounding the eye. Just try. You don't have to make anything happen. So the eyeball is surrounded by muscles, and if those muscles can let go and relax, maybe you can achieve relaxation easier. Make sure your neck is relaxed, the eye muscles are relaxed and letting go, and then the back of the eye is relaxed. Some people will say that whatever they're looking at look darker now, or like more black, and this is normal since you're closing your eyes. If you see other colors, it might take you some time to relax the entire visual system. Palming is very effective at night before you go into bed. Blocking most of the light will trigger the signals in your eye to release melatonin, which is the natural sleep hormone in your body. And unfortunately, with the modern life and having too much light, especially blue light, we are disturbing the sleep cycle. So you can do this practice for a couple of minutes a day. I like to do it in the morning and in the evening, and whenever we have a break during the day. It's a very good idea to relax the eye muscles with the palming practice. So once you're done, you can take off one hand, keep your eyes closed. And take the other hand and don't force your eyes to open, and give yourself a couple of seconds to adjust to the light and the brightness. You don't want to surprise your eyes with a bright light. Maybe 30 seconds, and then blink open. If you need more time, maybe you can close the eyes again and then blink open. So this was a very quick demonstration for palming and how it can relax our eyes. Most people will report that they can see clearer after they do palming for a couple of minutes. Of course, palming is the first step for relaxation. What comes with palming is more advanced techniques like visualizing and imagination, and we will be talking about visualization in the future. But yeah, this was what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the experience. If you can do it multiple times during the day, it will give your visual system a break and a chance to rejuvenate and relax. See you next time.